Good morning, everyone. Welcome. It's time for some yoga. It's also time for me to turn off the heater over here that I forgot. Excuse me. The joys of live broadcasting, right? Remember when that was a big deal? Oh no, we only had a few TV channels. It was like, it's a live show. Wow. I don't know. They don't have time to rehearse. I don't know. It's a big deal. Back in the day. Now, not so much. Okay. So, here we go. Time for some yoga. Time for our practice to start. And time to dedicate ourselves to that. Alright, and as part of that, that includes the philosophy. I see these like they're rules. They're not. Okay? They're guidelines. Right? There's nothing necessarily truly hard and fast here. Alright? Don't quit, don't hurt yourself. Might be the closest thing to that. Alright? But even within that, you've got to find for yourself how far is too far. How far is all of it. Right? This is very much about setting boundaries for yourself and all of those other things. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of blue today. All right, sorry if I'm blending in a little bit. So, anyway. Oh my gosh. Not something they talked about in the teacher training, about how to set your backgrounds for your yoga videos. Goodness. I never thought I'd be doing this like this when I went for my teacher training. Anyway, so back to it. All right, so we're going to practice today, of course, and that means, as for most of us, a lot of us, asana. So, what's asana? So, asana is one of the 8 practices of yoga, the 8 limbs of yoga as laid out in the classic Yoga Sutra. There are other things listed in other writings. These are the classics that I was taught. Some of the others list some things that kind of a part of some of these, but separating them out. But again, so your teaching practice, who your teachers might be giving you a different list. That's cool. All right, so the Yoga Sutra is one of the oldest ones. I like to go back as far as I can, both for understanding and the knowledge, etc. Alright, it includes the words themselves sometimes. As you know, maybe. I might want to start seated. I know I'm talking a lot. And I always do. I hope you pick up some of it. Right? So, yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, samadhi. The 8 limbs of yoga from the Yoga Sutra. Asana, usually translated as pose and posture. The physical practice. We're using the body. We're working with the body. Not anyone else's body, yours. Your body here, your body now. This is one of the reasons why the practice of asana is important. It is the way we come into the present moment. For most of us. Some people might come to it from a different point of view. Start with meditation. Meditation's hard for a lot of us. It's very difficult to focus the mind. We use the body's effort to help us find that focus to the point we come to the other side of it, if you will, and we no longer need the effort. Make the body function as well as it can here and now. It's not about when we get into that fancy pose, put our ankle behind our head. And why would you want to? I don't know. Is it about how we used to move, for good or ill? Right? I was not naturally flexible. Quite stiff. Until I was in my 30s, after I'd been practicing for a while at that point. Proof works. But But again, it's about practice itself. You have to be a part of the yoga practice. It's more than just doing, right? You can do this stuff anytime you want, and flex your knees and flex your arms and what have you. But you got to do it. You got to be a part of it with the yamas, with niyamas, with your breath. Calm and steady. Your mind focused. Pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, etc. There it is. Function of the body when it's well, when it's moving well. One less thing to worry about. One less thing to be distracted by. Like so many of these things though, right? It is easy to get caught in making that body. That last 5 pounds, right? You hear that all the time working at the gym. As soon as I get that last 5 pounds, as soon as I'm a size 10, as soon as my old jeans fit, it's always about the future, about where it used to be, where the body used to be. Yoga practice is about now. Exhale forward, speaking of now. Nice and calm, let yourself release and relax. Or you can. Inhale up. Right hand beside us. Now keep your middle working. Bring that left arm up. So we're finding the alignment again. So again, engagement now with yourself, physically, and this is a mental thing and an emotional thing. Body's calm with the breath moving with it as you exhale up and over again. And maybe this is hard, right? Maybe this is stupid easy. Somewhere in between. Go where you can. Your hips stay level. You don't rocking the weight over onto the right. It might change a little bit, right? Did you catch yourself doing that? Sometimes we do allow our alignment to go. So it makes you feel like it's bigger than it is. Inhale up. Bring the left hand down. The right arm comes up. Nice calm here. And we exhale. And we breathe. Let yourself open where you can. This is all you have to do. It's plenty. Right? Definitely is. Ribs relax, those muscles calm. This is going to help you breathe a little bit easier. That space in your side opens, so those muscles can activate a little bit more and help support both your back and your front. Inhale. The core muscles that we need all the time to support ourselves, and not just here. It's all the way around. Feel them front lengthen a little bit. Come in a little back arch, warming up. Get the fingertips by the hip joints as we lean back. The middle nice and strong, chin's tucked. We're going to inhale up and breathe. Nice and calm. And so the action here, by its nature, causes the abdominal muscles to extend a little bit, which makes it harder for them to push out and when you're breathing, because they have to move out when you inhale. That's what moves the diaphragm down. we do need a little bit more work in our rib muscles. So again, when we just did that a moment ago, exhale up. Now we've opened space to allow us to keep that breath nice and full, so those muscles don't get too tired. We're going to twist first to the left, back of the right hand towards our left knee, left hand in beside us. Up we sit nice and tall. Exhale, twist. And we'll breathe. Go where you can. The work doesn't stop. You keep moving all the way through. If that keeps happening, again, sooner or later you might move into a bigger space, right? You might not, truth be told, and you may have already turned as far as you're ever going to, right? Okay, there is a spot for all of us where we're not going to go any further. So muscles just don't extend further. Bones have run into each other. Inhale on the breath. Okay. Part of this as well. Left hand here, right hand here. Up we go. Exhale, twist. Right. So I know I keep right. Oh my gosh, I'm a better speaker than that. I really am. I guess it's still early. So anyway, now I'm getting in that habit. Hey. As we turn, we make this effort. It does not stop. And this does not mean we're trying to force further. We do not wish to injure ourselves, but the effort continues. If the space opens, you move into it. If it doesn't, your effort continues. And it is possible, like I said, that you will not move any further ever. But without continuing the practice, you won't know for sure. Nor will you maintain this full twist. There will, if you don't keep moving far enough all the way through, after a period of time, you won't go that far either. The body tightens up again. And the mind tightens up. And the emotion. These things are all linked. So body fluid, strong and open. So are your feelings. So are your thoughts. The focus of the mind is the focused movement of the body. And the breath. Calm emotional state. Calm thoughts. Calm muscles. All of these things are, by their nature, interrelated. Here we go. We're going to cross the ankles and roll forward. So, starting here on hands and knees. Now, if you've got to go to your forearms, go to your forearms. This is okay. We're going to step 1 foot back. We're going to put the feet about hip width apart. Little wiggle. Got some length. It's a plank just long enough to set your hands, turn your shoulders, flex your knees, and exhale. A little push. That takes some work. We go back. My hands are slipping. Here we go. Time to clean the mat. Downward facing dog. And this is not about when you put your heels on the floor, if you ever do. The alignment is there. Shoulders open, middle strong. Inhale, plank. Breathe. Exhale, down dog. Nice and long. All the way back. Inhale, plank, a little bit longer, a little bit more strength. Now really waking the body up here, put some effort in. This is also going to help open the shoulders a bit. And we exhale again. Nice, long down dog again. Far back as you can. Maybe it's no different than any of the others. This is fine. Okay, we're going to come to the floor here, and we're going to work on some back arching movements. Inhale to your plank. We're coming down. Knees, chin, chest. Uncurl your toes. Now really, as you bring this movement down, be very aware of it. You're pushing the pubic bone down. I'm going to bring those legs pretty tight together. And we're going to go into a basic locust pose to start our back arch. I'm going to do several of these just so you're aware. Okay. Now, if you got back issues, you need a little break, extra long break in between. Feel free. You reach your limit. Maybe you skip one. It's all right. Your body, your full effort. Find out for yourself. You may be able to do more than you think, but don't hurt yourself either. Right? So, basic locust pose here to start. Tuck your tailbone, push down, extend, extend. So, hands are slightly off the floor. This is active. The legs are active. Little lift. The work is mainly the extending motion. Thighs slightly turned in. Don't let your toes roll in. Hands stay pretty straight back by the hips. Tuck your chin. Don't flex your neck back. You don't need to see what's in front of you. Breathe. The exhale extends up carefully. We bring the hands up underneath our forehead. Turn your face if you wish. Let yourself release. Okay, now, so the next one we're going to work on is Sphinx pose. And so this is, we're not going to lift too high. We do lift higher. It is a much stronger arch in the lower back. So, as we take the arms out in front of us, palms flat, shoulders nice front, keeping trapezius muscles back from the ear. Eyes turn in, legs pretty close together. Really aware of this strength at the pubic bone, like you just had a moment ago. That stays, even though we get the feet pressed down. Inhale, bring the forearms back. Tuck our chin, chest goes forward. You're going to roll forward. Keep your lower body working. And it's just that upper body extending out. The elbows go out. Again, hands crossed. Your face. Turn your face the other way if you want. If you're forehead, whatever's right for you. Now here, well, in just a minute, a moment, I shouldn't say it's going to be quite that long, and maybe long, depends on how much I talk. We will go into another locust pose. Okay. Now we're going to try to get a little more shoulder space here. We're trying to interlace the fingers and lift the hands away from our hind end as we go up. Again, it's okay if you skip it. It's okay if you adjust. I'm going to show you an alternate movement with regards to that as we go. So here we go. Again, forehead back on. Again, we're going to try to bring those legs quite close together. And if you can, the fingers interlace, the arms extend. Now, if it's too much, elbows, wrists, shoulders, your hands go past your hips again. But try to lift them higher if at all possible. Again, whether you can get your thumbs up your butt or not does not matter. If you can, go for it. Tuck your chin and that strength down to the lower abdomen, through the pubic bone. And again, we inhale up. Once more. You're not coming that high up off the ground. It's not that deep a curve. A little more work now. A little more weight back. And keep that strength engaged. Let it build. Rest when you need. Exhale down. Carefully. This time you just let your hands come beside you. Turn your face. You want to bring your hands back up underneath your forehead. Glasses, that makes it easier, quite honestly. Or you can. One more. Now we're going to do it upward facing us. So now this is the strongest back arch we're going to do here. Strong middle as you curl your toes. Bring your hands back. Inhale up. Okay, so shoulders are above the wrists. Step your feet back. Find your plank. Okay, now bring your legs pretty close together. Maybe they touch, maybe not. Big toes fairly parallel. Roll the shoulders. Press down firm through the base of the first finger and the thumb, and as you inhale, begin your arch. So you got to keep the back of the legs working. Try not to lean over your fingers. Now in doing that, it makes it a little bit easier to come over the toes. If you need to put your knees down, put your knees down. Don't let the rolling in the thighs. Turn the heels out, toes in. Don't let your thighs roll out at all. Keep breathing. Very calm, very steady. Excellent. Now, knees down as you require. Keep those thighs turned in, toes back. Exhale, down dog. Now in doing that, my feet always drift a little bit apart. And your mileage may vary. Inhale down. Now, when you come into a child's pose here, really bring your legs as close together as you can. All right. Exhale, drop your head, round up. And as you begin to sink back, let your hands reach back. Don't pull on your heels if you even reach them at all. We're trying to make this a very deep child's pose. Very strong outward curve here. Counterbalancing 4 back arches. Bring your hands up. Inhale. Starting to raise up. Strong middle. Shift the weight forward a bit. Curl your toes. Just going to rock ourselves to our feet. An easy Uttanasana here. Little push just a little bit. Exhale. And here we are. Just let yourself be a moment. Easy pull. A little bit of work in the inner legs. Again, we're trying to avoid letting the inner thighs relax too much. Take all that weight on the outside of the legs. Don't turn out. If you're not used to that, it'll be a lot of work. It's okay. Let's exhale the legs long. And we inhale and roll them. On it. Strong middle. Don't let that pinch out. That's a lot of work in the back. Give yourself some support here. All right. Excellent work, everybody. Now, excuse me, goodness. Where were we? Oh yeah, more yoga. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to come in a few standing poses here. Get some hip opening as well as some more strength. Some of this work here in the back. I'm going to, again, ease the back a bit by putting extra work here. I'm going to keep that curve in the lower back nice and open. And again, we've done some back arches. We put some strength back there. I'm going to let that strength, yeah, again, go back curves a little bit. We want it to be. That's its natural position. It's okay. Alright? We don't want it too curved, even too rounded out the other way. So, strength of those muscles, supporting my own back. We need that there as well. Down here, and I don't know why I keep hitting myself. Alright, so to start our standing sequence, Warrior 2, which we will then turn into a high lizard lunge. Alright, so left foot at the front of the mat. Now, if you want to just step your feet wide, go for it. Again, it's up to you and how you've laid your mat out. Otherwise, like I'm doing, I'm just going to step that right foot back. Now, you want your heels to be fairly lined up. Right heel slightly back. Just enough you get strength out here. That'll work. Lots of length here. Left knee, left toes. Make sure they go straight ahead. Don't let your toes turn. Your knee twist. We reach those arms out. And exhale. Breathe. Nice and steady. So, now, to the high lizard lunge. Now, we're going to take a lot of strength here. We're going to keep it that way. If you need your hands on your left thigh, use them. We're going to come to the left. So exhale. Now try not to unbend your left knee. Keep your right leg nice and long as you push the heel back. Alright, so you're in a pretty high lunge, just long enough to get that there, and then exhale down. So here we are. Your left hand just to the inside of the left foot. Pull your left knee in a little bit. Hair in my mouth. Goodness. Thought that hairstyle was so cute. And this is it. Right? You don't have to go any lower. We're releasing some of the front of the right hip. A little bit more. We were doing some of that a moment ago. Adding in a little more here. This is basically, these movements are deepening some of the work we just did. You doesn't have to go far. Awareness of the movement itself. Part of your practice. More engagement there. I'm going to go to a downward facing dog. Draw left hand out. And exhale. All the way back. Come on, let it open. Slight flex the knees if you have to. And keep your legs as long as you can. Again, we're not trying to shove the heels down. Exhale, walk your feet in. Nice, easy. Pull. Get back into that easy fold. But now we're going to deepen it into a full Uttanasana. Exhale your legs as long as you can. Now, hands stay on the floor. Okay, so there's a lengthening action, but the actual legs don't get any longer. Right? This is mechanics. It's an unbending of the knee. Go as far as you can. It feels like your legs extend. Okay. Just hinging. Let it happen. There's a point where it won't go any further. It may not straighten fully ever. You straighten the lines. Inhale it. Letting the legs fully extend as you do. Alright, now, so we're going to do the other side. The same thing, Virabhadrasana 2 into that high lizard lunge. That's one I can't remember the Sanskrit for yet. Haven't really learned it. Working on it. Alright, so, and then again, come into the Uttanasana. Forward fold from there. So, after down dog. And then we're going to step that right foot back. Goodness gracious. Here we go. Right knee, right toe straight ahead. Left heel back. Turn it. Lift it. Reach it out. You got this. Exhale. Flex the knee. Right knee. Warrior two. In. Your best effort. Your body now. Yeah. Right? We've seen the pictures. A really cool looking yoga person. That right knee bend is perfectly squared angle lining up with that left hip. It's okay to want to do that. I want to be able to get that space. Again, this is where asana becomes important. Because it is about the practice. Right? It is always the practice. Not when you get this point that you're making the effort to get towards that point. That happens. Aces. Right? It's like extra sprinkles if you ever do get there. But the reward of the practice itself is what we're looking for. This is where the strength grows and the flexibility comes. The awareness, the calm, the release of all the stress is from the practice itself. That's somewhere down the road. Here we go, into that lizard lunge. Exhale up and push back. Keep that strength. Exhale down. Again, right hand just to the inside. You want to feel your right knee coming into your shoulder. Lengthening. Opening. It's not very fancy, right? Maybe you can go down close to the floor. Right now, this is what we're working on. It doesn't have to be fancy. It doesn't have to be the end to get your full effort. With your right hand out, exhale, dog, big long movement. And again, we exhale and walk our feet in. Nice deep fold here, Uttanasana. And again, we'll come into the full bird as deep as we can go, keeping those fingers on the floor. Exhale. Maybe it's easier now, maybe not. It's okay. Again, this movement continues. Again, maybe the knee never unbends any further. I mean, that's fine. That's your limit. It's possible with time, as this awareness, the space opens and calms, that you will unbend further. You may not. Again, it's okay. Inhale up, roll it up. All right. And a tree pose balance. Again, nothing fancy this morning, very basic stuff. We're going to find a nice length in the side. I'm going to have you change your hands just a bit today. And we're not going to do that arching thing, but I want you to be very aware of opening the side. Okay, so we are going to stand on the right foot first. Now, I know you just started. I hear some of you thinking, but she just started on the left foot with the other standing stuff. Consider the movement of warrior two, and then particularly into the lunge, that lizard lunge. When we came down into that, we had a nice long active lengthening occurring through the right side of the body. The left side was still flexing. Right? Center line of the body, same thing. We're going to recreate some of that with the balance. Okay? And now here's something. Wait, she's talking about being present. Bring your hands together. Not worrying about what was before, what was after. We still got to learn from what we did before. Sometimes things are very similar. There's still difference, right? We're not going to leave the left foot any weight on it. You can lift it higher, go for it. If not, no worries. Right? Exhale up. Exhale, extend. Now let your hands come apart. I want you to feel the active length, left hip to your left fingers, shoulders stay down, all the way through. Entire right side body. And your midline. It's there. The action itself, the release and the strength, the movement of breath, the calmness of thought. Here we are. Again. Does your heel come all the way to the top of your thigh? Groovy. Toes still down by your ankle? Groovy. Somewhere in between? Fine. And it's all good. That's not the point. Exhale the hands out. Inhale. Left foot down. Nice. Let's see what happens on the other side. Right? It might be different. Virkasana. Tree pose. Heels up. On the right foot. Turn. Again, as always, sound effects are optional. I think they make it fun. Your choice. Victor Borga. I'm doing that wrong. Exhale up. He's so funny. There you go. Breathe. And we exhale down carefully. Nicely done, everyone. Bring those down. We want to go into a toe balance, and we're going to see if we can deepen that a little bit this morning. Here's a little challenge. See what happens. Okay, so I may regret this. All right, so just going to sing it down. Go ahead and start raising your heels as you need. Again, stop where you got to. If this is too much, you can come to the floor. It's not going to get done. We're going to come up all the way. Now, if you can bring your hands together, you're welcome to. You don't need to. Now, but what we're going to try to do is we're going to try very hard to stay up on our toes, lifting those heels up. So this is, we've had to release a little bit in the arch. Now we're going to put some strength into that. We're going to bring the knees up and in. Wrap our arms around. Ooh, there it goes. Keeping the middle strong. Let me shift the weight forward. Whoop. A long way, isn't it? When you normally do it. Excellent work. Cross your ankles and sit down. Oh, thank goodness for that. All right. Now. That was good. Let's keep going. So we're going to get a little twist on here. take those legs long, flex those toes back, hands or fists. Now, not just the fingertips. We don't want to strain the hands. Really feel this length. I want you to keep yourself upright. Now, nothing too fancy. Real basic twist here. Okay, we're going to do fisherman's twist. So we bring the left foot up, cross it over, right arm around or out. It's up to you. Left hand here. Exhale, twist. And breathe. Inhale and twist. Let that left leg go down. And we uncross. Let's try the other side. Now, again, take a moment. Palms or fists. Again, whatever helps you get upright. Again, so we're moving into the space. So we just created this, both the space and the foundation to do the twist. Right? The left leg works. The upper body's open. All of that remains. Right foot comes over. Left elbow where it works. Exhale, twist. Breathe. Inhale and untwist. And exhale, let that right leg go down and then uncross. Okay, now we're going to work on a goma, half goma kanasana with a little forward fold here. Just a little bit. Because we're going to change the arm position some. It's going to make it possibly mean you won't go very far. Okay, so follow me along. Alright, so I'm going to put my right leg out. I'm going to bring the left foot up. I'm going to bring it over. So, as always, we're in a half Komakanasana right now. So we're sitting nice tall. Use your left hand if you need. The right knee does not have, the outside of the left knee does not have to touch the right kneecap. May not even line up perfectly. It's okay. Now, bring the left arm up, take the right arm, and reach it behind your back. Now, as you sit tall, you're going to really work your abs here. You're going to turn your shoulder and try to bring your right hand up between your shoulder blades. Now, I'm lucky I can touch the right fingers to the base of my left shoulder blade. All right? So if you don't reach, you don't reach. And raising the left hand up, you bring that down there as close as you can. Again, I'm basically touching the back of my neck. So now, you just pivot at your hips if the space is there. Keep this work going. Don't let your left forearm rest on your head. This will start to round you down. What we're trying to do with this is keep ourselves from rounding down. Keep the string and the alignment. Getting a little opening in the underside of the left arm. Let's build some space and lengthen the triceps. Get a little shoulder release. And also the awareness of how we move. Letting go of the knee to get closer to the leg. This is a byproduct. The movement of this is, speaking of up, inhale up. Unwind your arms. Now, if you had a hold of your hands, great. If not, no worries. Okay? Let's try the other side. So I'm going to leave the left leg long now. Right over. Again, this is a movement inward. The right heel that may not necessarily touch the left hip. Use your right hand to help you first. I'll turn it down again. We're not twisting, and should be no twisting in the knee. Okay? It's just a flex. It might be a strong flex, but it's not turned. The rotation is in the thigh. Left leg stays active. Okay, here we go. I'm going to bring the left arm up. Now this side I can, for whatever reason, actually hook my fingers. Probably pull my hair off. No. Again, this might be enough right here. This is plenty of the action. This is still there. Can you go a little further? Go for it. Now the space might open. You might get all the way down there. That's great. If you don't, you don't. Again, don't let yourself run down. You'll feel your hands get pulled apart if you start to. You'll know you're doing it. So stop. Tuck your chin. Open your chest a bit. Yeah. It's very stiff seeming. Other times we do a deeper folding motion, coming over the leg. Again, there's going to be a little curve, and it's okay. Inhale out. It's more about the awareness of it. Just letting this little bit of work there be the focus. Exhale, extend that right leg, and uncross your legs. Let it collapse. So stronger fold now. Feet come in. Just a bit. Hands here. Up we sit. Wings. So we get that big opening in the inner thighs. We often look for. Open the chest, tuck the chin. Again, you can be done. You're doing every part of this. Keeping your inner legs going. You exhale, getting me come forward. So the same kind of thing. Again, we're not trying to round down. Down is a byproduct. Putting your forehead on the floor might happen, might never. Now, this time we don't have those hands behind our back, though. We're trying to do anything else. So this movement will eventually make a little curving. And this is fine. Again, the body curves. Allow it to relax, go where it can, while the strength remains. And this is the hardest part of this. To find strength and openness together. To change mindset. We think strength is tight, locked, right? And sometimes we have to put a lot of strength in and it feels that way. But we're still able to breathe and shift and adjust. When it's too tight, you can't move. That's when you get an injury. When it's too weak, you can't put any weight on it. You get an injury. Again, we're going to have a fall. Inhale up. And it's possible. I know. Let your legs go out. Lift the knees up a little bit, leaving the knees bent. We're going to lie back and lie down. Oh my gosh. There's more. What? Now, so we're not going to spend a lot of time in the reclined stuff. I want you to bring your legs together for a moment. Knees and ankles very close. A little push with the heels, just the heels, to help get your back good and low. Similar to what we did with that with that seated pose, the Dandasana. Right? We didn't really do the full Dandasana. We just established the base of it. We get that space. We're going to use our reclined poses to kind of all lead us into Shavasana. So we're going to begin with a couple of a twist and a counter twist here. Again, nothing fancy. Right. So bring the right knee in, put it over the left. Turn your thighs, flex your toes. Arms go out. Twist, counter twist. So first we're going to do the full twist. We exhale and roll to the left. Nice, easy movement here. Let your shoulders stay broad. Let gravity begin to do some of this work now. In the presence of yourself, physically, you have moved a lot. We had started with this. This twist would feel different. Your body is changed now. You've opened some space, activated it. It's possible you would have gone further. You're tired now, maybe. It's okay. It happened. Go where you can now. Make the effort full and complete now, whether you're tired or not, whether you're distracted or not. I know some of you are. It's human. Thinking about other things. Inhale. Flex toes, very strong. Exhale. Roll the right. Nice little release along the side, round the hip a bit. Inhale and untwist. And uncross your legs. Here we go. Left knee over the right. Flex toes. This helps keep the leg in alignment. The leg's in alignment as we exhale. Keeps the ankles from flexing too much. So this movement is concentrated into the rotation of the lower back. One leg. And whether your foot hits the left toes reach the floor or not is not the point. How close to vertically above your right hip your left hip is not the point. Space is yours. Go where you can. Turning further does not make you any better. It means you have that space in your body. There are 8 billion bodies on the planet. Plenty of people who can do the same thing as you, and plenty of people who can't, and maybe some who can do more. Probably a whole lot more, actually, who can. Again, it's 8 billion people. It's a lot of folks. Inhale and twist. A lot of variety out there. Good thing. Flex your toes. Exhale, we roll. And we breathe. Inhale and twist. Uncross your legs. Roll your thighs open. Soles of the feet together. Take your hands to the thighs as you need. Heels up. Close as you can. Exhale, release. Now, you can only go so far. Be with it fully. It's very calm, right? It's not a lot to do. Pretty static. Let the backs of the hands come to the floor. One more breath. Your next exhale, if it's comfortable for you, keeping the thighs rolled open, we allow the legs to slide low. The heels drifting apart, maybe the edges of the feet on the floor, maybe lifted up a bit. If that's uncomfortable, bend your knees, set your feet flat. Again, the space between the heels is up to you. Closing your eyes if you haven't already. Here we are. Our last asana, our last physical effort. Not much physical effort though, right? Been calming it down for several minutes now. Letting the floor and gravity do the work. Our own weight. And there's part of the lesson, right? Our body's weight, our body's presence. Calm and open. Yeah. Lessons of asana. Right? Your body's now. It's always now. Its strength and weakness, its openness and tightness in this practice are all. Work with that. Our memories are there. Our body can feel past pain. And remember how we used to be able to move, again, both for good and for ill. Our awareness of the goals of the work, the increased flexibility, the strength, and there's poses. I want to be able to perform well. No one wants to do this stuff badly. Anything, really. In order to be able to find that past openness and strength, or prevent past weakness and strength from coming back, we must practice now. To get to that future strength and openness, we must practice now. Can't just wish for it. No magic pills. Again, in the work of the body, the focus of the mind is there. The calm of the breath is there. The embodiment of all the philosophies, the very nature of the practice of yoga is there. And flex your fingers a little bit. And your toes. Let them move some. The ankles and the wrists will move as well. And it does not matter how far the fingers spread, how much the ankles crack a little bit. It's alright. Body makes noise and body has limits. Move to the fullness of your ability. Bend your elbows and knees back forward a little bit. Again, continue to reactivate your limbs. And then your next inhale reaches your arms real long now. The legs extend. The right arm is by the ear. The left knee bends. We're going to exhale and roll onto our right side. From there we press up. Nice, comfortable seated position here. hands together, thumbs touch chest, big smile. You are amazing. Thank you all. Namaste. All right, good job, everybody. Thank you. Okay, so scooch on up here and run through all the usual caveats. So, Omgirl40, OMGURL40, that is my YouTube channel. Facebook no longer lets me keep all the videos up on the old event sites, so I move them there once a month. So, if you have questions, you can send me a message. You can leave me a comment on this video. I'll see it. Try to get back to you as quick as I can either way. All right. But, so next, if you want to come back and do this one again, next month, it'll be on YouTube. And there's a link there available for you. Speaking of links, PayPal, Venmo, and CashApp links are up in both here and on YouTube. These are donations. It is appreciated. Whatever you think is fair. All right. I'll be back at it next week, of course. 9:30 a.m. Chicago time here in the U.S. For those of you who are not, I hope you can join me. If not, please keep up your practice. I look forward to seeing you. Thank you. Bye.